now that we have finished PCR, let's move on to electrophoresis. So electrophoresis is a method that we use to separate DNA and RNA by size or length. So the tools that we're going to be using today is an Erlenmeyer flask, Egros, TBE, electric pipette, dye, electric pipette tips, finished PCR, parafilm, gel tray, and gel combs, as well as these to secure the gel trays, as well as lithium bromide. So the first thing for gel electrophoresis is to make the actual gel. And today we're going to be using an Egros gel. So the first step is to get TBE. So I'm going to be measuring out 150 milliliters into the Erlenmeyer flask. So now I'm going to be measuring out the Egros gel, and we're making a 3% gel today, so we're going to need the appropriate amount. So now I'm heating up the mixture to liquefy everything, and we're putting this on top so nothing spills over. So while we're waiting for the gel to heat up, we are going to set up the trays. So you just simply put the gel tray in, lock it, and put these gel combs in to form the wells. So now we have this mixture liquefied, we are going to add lithium bromide into it. And what lithium bromide does is that it acts as a stain for the DNA, so that when put under UV lighting, it will fluoresce. While we're waiting for the gel to set, we're going to load the dye onto the parafilm. That the gel is set, we're going to take it out and load the DNA into the wells. I've put the gel into the electrophoresis machine, and we are going to add PCR into the wells. Now just mixing with the dye. Into the wells. So after you have loaded your PCR into the wells, you must add a ladder to compare the sizes after, as we know what the sizes of these are. upload it into the gel, we are going to run the gel. So DNA is negative, so then the current is going to run this way so that the DNA will also run this way and not off the gel. Now that our gel is finished running, we are going to put it into this cabinet. So now that the gel is in the cabinet, we are going to put the UV translumination on and acquire the image, and this is what the picture looks like. So these are the ladders, and you can tell from here that there is polymorphism between the bands. And that concludes electrophoresis.